In this video, you'll see how to change the score a student was awarded when an assessment question was auto-scored. You'll see how to override the scoring for a single student on a single question, and also how to regrade a question for the whole class. Begin by finding your way to the assessment you're grading. Log in to swunmath.com using your login and password, and choose your course, and follow the path to online assessments, and choose your course in online assessments. If you are not sure how to do that, you can download the handout or watch an earlier video that shows you how to log in as a teacher. Those are available on swunmath.com. Now, to do anything related to grading assessments or viewing reports, we will click on Grades in the black navigation bar on the left side of the screen, and this opens up to the grader report, which shows how each student has performed on each assessment. Now, in the case where I want to regrade one question for one student on the Grade 3 Unit 1 test, the fastest way to do this is through the overview report. So I will come over here and click on Assessment Reports, and then for Grade 3 Unit 1, I will choose the Overview report. This is a very friendly report because it shows how students performed on each individual question by student. Now let's say question number 2 for student 104 was scored not as accurately as we had hoped. Let's say this student had skipped the question, but they had the work completed correctly on their scratch paper. And so let's also say that I think that the student should be awarded the point. So I'll find student number 104, the red X under question 2, and I'll click on it. Now a review of the student's response appears in the window. I can see that the student indeed did not answer anything for this question. And if I'd like to check it, I can click on the green bar that says make a comment or override. And I will leave a comment to describe why I think this student should have their assessment question changed, the value changed. And I will award 1 point. And click Save. Now this question, you can tell here, is marked correct. And I'll log out. Student, and when I refresh the screen, student 104 now has question 2 marked correct. Now let's say there is an unusual circumstance and I want to reevaluate each student's response for one specific test question. We'll do this much like we hand scored the open-ended test items in an earlier video. We'll go back, and instead of choosing Overview, we'll choose Grading. Here we see what we've already graded for the open-ended test questions, numbers 15 and 16, and the one response that we re-evaluated for question 2. We'll click on the blue bar that says also show questions that have been graded automatically. For the purposes of this demonstration, for some legitimate reason, I want to give all students no credit for answering question 1 correctly, even if they got it right. So I'm going to click on Update Grades for question 1. I'm going to just begin to scroll down, and for each student's response, I'm going to leave a comment describing why I took away the point for the right answer. And I can tab quickly to go through these screens, leave my comment, delete the point, and go through each of them like this. When I'm finished, I'll click Save and go to Next Page. And here we'll see that there are 9 updated grades for question number 1. And now when I view the overview report, I can see that all of the students' responses for number 1 are now marked wrong. In this video, you saw 2 ways to change the score for a student who was awarded a point incorrectly or correctly when an assessment was auto-scored.